But first, Marina Lacerda was 14 when she met Jeffrey Epstein, a vulnerable girl from a broken home. An easy target for the child sex offender. Years later, her testimony would help send him to jail. Marina says we're being lied to, and there are powerful men still out there with secrets that need to be exposed.
When I got introduced to Jeffrey Epstein by a friend, it wasn't what she said it was gonna be. He groomed me every day, and, I was just a part of his world.
I can't imagine what it's like to keep that secret from the world for so long, what that silence must do to you.
They thought they could silence us. They thought they could intimidate us, and it just didn't work. Sometimes people tell me that I should be scared. I'm like, no, I'm not. Should I be?
Who do you want to see questioned?
Should I start naming everybody?
My name is Marina Lacerda. Today is the first time that I ever speak publicly about what happened to me.
For years, she was a force, without a face or a name. The young woman who helped put Jeffrey Epstein behind bars, known to the world as minor victim 1. Marina Lacerda was just 14 when the disgraced financier started abusing her, a vulnerable, broken girl. Now a brave woman, she finally has a voice.
We are here today, and we are speaking, and we are not going to stop speaking.
Everyone was like, don't do it. People are going to think you're crazy. You're going against all these rich, powerful people. And for once in my life, I really wanted to do something that I wanted to do. So I really made that big step, and I am proud of myself, and I have no regrets.
Marina first met Jeffrey Epstein in 2002. Like many of the girls he manipulated, she was an immigrant, strapped for cash, trying to escape a troubled home. Take me back to that time, what you were like at the age of 14 when you met Epstein.
Unfortunately, at the age of 14, I was already broken. My stepfather had gone to jail because he had, sexually abused me. My mom and my sister and I were living in one room, and we were really living on noodle cups. We were barely making it through.
You had a friend say to you, I know an easy way to make $300. What did you think of Epstein when you first met him? He was almost 50.
I think my first thought was, wow, he's really nice. And he really was nice, and I think that's something that we always have to remember. Somebody that wants to groom you is not going to be mean to you. They're going to do everything in their power for you to like them, and so that you can abide by their rules. He seemed so interested in who I was and what my story was, and that caught me right there and then. Like, oh my God, he's gonna help me.
But that's what these evil monsters do, right? This is what they prey on, that vulnerability. What happened on that very first visit?
I've never seen a mansion before, and I was really amazed walking into this, man's house. I was so wowed by it. He laid down, and he had a towel over him, and he was very, very nice. He asked a lot of questions about me, how old I was, where I was from, what was my life like, and I really opened up myself to him, thinking, this is going to be like my big break, where I'm gonna get a job through this man, and I no longer have to work 2 other jobs. When it was towards the end, he turned around and the towel had came off, and he had asked me to remove my bra, and I said no, and he went to lean on and grab my, my boob, and I told him I wasn't comfortable. And he turned around and he said, it's okay. It's gonna take some time, but you'll get comfortable with me. He used me a lot of times as an example to the other girls. Sometimes he would bring 3, 4 other girls in the room, and he would prop me on top of him, and he would use me as an example to the other girls, that basically this is the way that a good girl should do, and this is the way that, you will get ahead with him.
Wow.
I know.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
No, but I do have a good mirror.
Did you realize at the time what was happening?
No, I didn't realize what was happening. I think when somebody is in survival mode, they don't think about that.
You were young, you're being manipulated, you're being groomed and paid well. It's no wonder he got away with it for so long.
Yeah, well, we also have to think about like this, like when somebody's young and they're a kid, they are not thinking about the consequences. You had to bring him a girl if you wanted to be in his world.
Can I ask, when did the abuse stop?
I was 17 and he had noticed that I was wearing makeup and I was acting, I guess, my age. And he says, you know, you get old on me and you're not fun anymore and you don't bring me girls, young girls anymore. Because I was already mature, but I started to mature even more. And I think that really turned Jeffrey off at that point and he just no longer was really interested. And we just broke off.
Wow, so at 17, you were too old.
Yeah, I guess in his eyes, I was too old.
Years later, FBI agents came knocking, asking Marina about her link to Jeffrey Epstein.
When the FBI came to me in 2008, I had no idea how big this was.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, I do.
Before she could testify, Epstein struck a secret deal, serving just 13 months in jail on prostitution charges.
Billionaire financier Jeffrey Epstein has been arrested. He was taken into custody
11 years later, a new federal investigation.
This is police raiding his $56 million New York home, finding hundreds of nude photos and uncovering an alleged sex slave trafficker.
A chance for Marina to take the stand. You provided critical evidence that allowed prosecutors to charge Epstein with sex trafficking of minors in 2019. How did it feel putting him behind bars?
Well, he passed away, right? He killed himself, supposedly. And I think that feels better, to be honest with you.
One of America's most high-profile inmates, Jeffrey Epstein, has been found dead in his jail cell while awaiting trial on child sex trafficking charges.
Are you happy he's dead?
I don't wish anybody death. I don't wish upon death nobody, but I think this was just better if he's not around. I think that, you know, we have to look at many people who have gone to jail for this type of crime and they get out of there and they're not better. They like children, they are pedophiles. This does not stop because you go to jail.
During your time with him, did you hear or see him with other powerful men?
I've heard him talk to a lot of powerful men over the phone. We spoke to famous celebrities, you know, politicians. We've talked to them on the phone. We've said like, hey, we're here. We're giving Jeffrey a massage. Now, it was never asked how old we were, but I feel like if you were in Jeffrey's realm, you knew that he was getting massages by young girls and not licensed masseuses.
So all these rich and powerful men who say they saw nothing, they knew nothing, do you believe them?
Absolutely not. And the sad part is they're continuing to get away with it. And I think this is the biggest problem in America right now. We are lacking transparency. We are lacking accountability. There are people in these files that should be criminally charged. It's when are we going to take this seriously and move forward?
Who do you want to see questioned?
Should I start naming everybody? I think definitely Bill Gates. We definitely need to have Trump. We have to ask him the hard questions. Elon Musk, he's in the files. Why is he in the files? I know we just had the hearing with Bill Clinton.
Did you ever witness Mr. Epstein receive massages from young women or girls?
Not that I recall.
They are just playing the old man card role. They just don't remember anything.
Any kind with you?
No.
How many victims do you believe are out there?
What do they say, 1,000 victims? I really got to be honest with you. I think it's way more than that, because I really thought it was just me, my friends, their friends, their friends, their friends. And when we look at it like that, when the pyramid goes on, there's so many girls out there. It's way more than 1,000.
One of those victims, Virginia Giuffre, is the reason Marina decided to speak out.
I won't stop fighting. I will never be silenced until these people are brought to justice.
Just hearing everybody talk about how this woman was fighting for all of us, and I had no idea about it. It just really, encouraged me to break my silence, to help other women come forward.
Virginia Giuffre, who accused Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein of sexual abuse, has died at her family farm north of Perth, aged 41. Her heartbroken family revealing she lost her life to suicide.
We always feel Virginia's presence with us, and she is rooting for us. It's just something she left down here for us to finish, and we always say there's always a butterfly around, and we always look at it and it's like, it's her.
You have your own daughter now. Why did you decide to tell her what happened to you?
I look at her and I would never want that to happen to her or this generation or the next. So I think it's very important for women to talk about their abuse. It's teaching her about this horrible experience that I could shape it into something positive today.
What was her response when you told her?
She turned around to me and she said, "Mom, you're such a badass." I gotta say, it's better to hear you're a badass than to, I don't want her to feel sorry for me or bad for me. That is definitely the last thing I want.
Do you think we'll ever know the truth, all of it?
I don't think so. I think this is a massive cover-up. All over the world, we are being lied to. I think people are being excused because they are rich, they are powerful.
But you're not going away, are you?
Absolutely not. I've come this far. Oh no. We are traumatized, but we are not stupid. And we will continue to fight, not only for us, but for the women and the men that are still victims out there for this generation and for the next.
Marina won't stop until those rich and powerful men face justice too.